Howdy folks, Dirtnap's dad, coming to you today in this assault match as Terra. First time playing her. Ooh, I was not quite ready for it, but hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, especially when it comes to assault. Playing here with a bunch of friends. I got Snoopy Dog as Bologna, Croshan as Nija, Dirtnap Dan as Jean Kui, and then our random here as Hachiman. Going up against an Alpouche, a Nox, a Hades, a Thanatos, and an Amaterasu. I was like, well, that's quacktastic. Quite like that guy's name there. So anyway, let's go ahead here and step in. So first thing I did was take a quick look at the abilities here. I'm like, okay, I kind of have an idea of what they do. I know I got the threes, the healing circle or damage circle. I know the twos, the two walls that you can clap together and stun somebody. The one's the dash. I'm like, okay, looking over the alt, making sure I kind of have an idea for that. And I'm just like, what do I want to build here? I'm like, I really don't know what to do. So I'm just kind of going to go support you. I'm like, yo, guys, I'm going to go ahead. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I'm going to go ahead and build Lotus Crown first. Just kind of throws you guys some extra protections out there. And just kind of try to play the supporty role, because that's, I figured was the safer bet than trying to play aggressive with Terra when I really just don't know what's going on with her. So I'm a little slow to getting out to the field here, but all right, let's see. Oh, I do have the voice pack, so that was kind of cool. I always like when I do have them. So come on out here and see what's going on. All right, people are already kind of looking around. I'm like, all right, so let's see how quick this thing is, and whatnot. So all right, it's got a pretty good distance to it. I'm just like, oh, that Alpouche though, he's just like right there, like there. It's like, oh nope. That didn't work. I hit the triangle button instead of the circle button. So that's what happens when you hit the wrong button just completely. So right off the bat, they wombo combo it up, and there wasn't much we could do there, especially considering I totally lost my opportunity to to just stun the Alpouche there in the beginning, and maybe even the Thanatos if I was lucky. But in the end, I managed to pick up the Thanatos there for a kill, and there I decided to go ahead and throw the damage out because I knew that they were going to retreat back through it. So let's go ahead and do that and kind of wait for the rest of my team to come back alive there, stun up the Hades and hit the minions with it. So I'm like, okay, kind of a little bit get the feeling for it. Like, all right, not sure on distance and whatnot there with the circle. So, got to feel these things out when you're playing a new god. And again, I felt a more passive approach here would be a better thing to do. But even with the two ability, I was just like, what angles do I really need to be at to be most effective with that? Let's get that circle out here to help my team, and then go ahead and try to trap that Amaterasu here inside and let Croshan finish up the unknown Wolfie. Alrighty. So we got, looks like Dirtnap Dan went in there with his ult. We get a stun in on Alpouche, but, just didn't quite have the follow-up. But Hachiman comes in with the ult, but it's just not enough yet. It's too early. He leaves them at just, smidgens of health. So we got Nox and Alpouche down there, barely alive. And who is it? Who else is floating back there? Is that Hades? Yeah, let's see this. No, it's Thanatos. Let's go ahead and we get the stun on him. Oh, that gives our Nija here the ult. Oh, just not quite enough, though, again, to finish him. I'm like, oh, my goodness, we just keep ending up short on that. So, again, all right, I think I threw my ult out there with the Amaterasu coming in with her ult. I felt that was a good time to give us some bonus protections and movement speed and so forth. Forget what all it gives now. Now I'm just kind of talking out my rear end, you know what I mean? Just, oh, hey. So I'm just waiting for Hades to fall down, and then bam, stun him. He wasn't getting out. I knew I didn't have the damage to kill him, so I just wanted to make sure that as soon as he was out of his ult, he was semi-crowd controlled into the spot there. And don't ask me what I was doing there. I don't know. Again, sometimes I'm just trying to figure out, buttons and timers and whatnot, or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But here I'm like, all right, can we kind of get this out and damage up the minions? I'm like, all right, I kind of zoned them all out with doing that. I'm like, all right, I'm kind of liking this Terra thing so far. I mean, I'm not playing her well by far, but you know, I'm kind of picking up on a few things here. Let's see if we can get the Thanatos done in. I'm like, alright, you know what? If I get this down right and really work it with, you know, my carries, I think I could have a lot of fun playing this guy. So I think you're going to end up seeing some more Terra here coming down the road. Yeah. Well, I like my Guardians. I really do. I like Guardians that can heal. I mean, I just like healers in general. And I like tanks in general. And, you know, here's one that can do both. You know, but, you know, again, I'm just kind of playing that back roll here. Just kind of, you know, keeping it easy. Because they got a lot of upfront aggression with the Hades coming in. I just kept looking for him. You know, time and time again, looking for that. He's going to come in. I'll need to stun him right off the bat. You know, and so forth. But we do get him pushed back as Amaterasu pushes our team back. And here comes Alpush once again. So I'm like, you know, can I get a stun in here on her? No. Oh, I held her up for a second, but she was able to get out before we left. So we'll get those extra protections out here, and then, you know, look to see if, you know, if they aggress. You know, I might switch that over to the damage side of things. Alrighty, so ability-wise, I did train up the 3 first, considering we were in Assault here. I wanted to get that extra healing out, especially since I went Lotus Crown first. I definitely wanted to use that, you know, for, you know, getting those extra protections out there. So, I'm going to work on not saying so much. Anyway, getting back to the action here, I see Hades going into ult. I see Alpush coming into ult. I'm like, you know what? Alpush, I can just go ahead and kind of avoid most of your ult by standing on the other side of my pillar there. Alright, throw the ult out to help my team kind of get away. Little behind on that too there. I wasn't quite in a good spot. But, alright, we go up in here. We get the healing circle out. I'm like, oh no, I'm not in a good spot now. I think I'm just going to go ahead and back off and not do what I was thinking about doing. But hey, do I need to stun somebody here? There's the Alpush. No. You leave my Ninja alone. We need to just all back up here. And, oh, Thanatos is up. 3 skulls are showing. I'm like, where are we going here? Oh, he goes in deep and takes out Croshen. Dirtnap Dan comes back and takes out the Amaterasu, but there goes our Bologna as well. So I get the stun in on Thana. It's just Dan and I back here on him. And I'm like, alright, they're going to get that tower. But let's go ahead and get Thanatos as I turn around just in time to dodge that. And I'm like, alright, let's just narrow down this area that he can get around in freely. And that is it. He's up against the wall. He knows that the time has come to just go back to Fountain and get a buy on. Alright, so we did lose towers as suspected here. I'm going to go throw down the healing and go ahead and allow myself to soak up the health. They're feeling pretty good about themselves over there. I'm not doing too bad so far at this point. I mean, I'm 2-0-5. You know, the kills were, you know, gimmies at best. Nothing I really earned per se. And there we get a nice one on Hades. You know, you gotta be careful. It's a powerful ult, but you're also vulnerable. You're just hanging out there, you know. So it's not too hard for other people to hit you up on that pretty good. And there goes the Alpush. There goes somebody else. They're falling like flies. Amaterasu's in trouble now, but so is Jean Kui. He's going to go ahead and take a dirt nap with that one. But can we take down the Amaterasu? She's down. There we go. Slow her down. She's got the thorns up, honey, but it's going to be a little too late, right? Right? We got this. Hachi. Oh, again, just not enough damage to finish her off. And, oh, now she's going to get back out. And she's going to be able to heal up a little bit. So, frustrating as it is. We've left a lot of low health here. And so I decided I'm going to try to dive in and see if I can't get anything. But no. She's keeping a good weary eye out on and is able to stay away. I'm not able to get the Hades in my 2. And, well, that was just not the best play that I could do there. So, you know what? Let's just leave that up for the heals. And I just want to try to get out of dodge maybe. Oh, you're not following me? Nope, okay. Let's just go ahead and dodge over here. Can I stay alive here a little bit longer? No, I'm feared the wrong way. Let's just, yeah. We'll take that Nox ult for the kill. I mean, because, you know, wasn't like I was about a basic attack away from death anyway. So, hey, Nox ult down. So, going back into buy, we're going to go ahead and finish the cooldown boots here. And then we're going to fire up Rod of Asclepius. Again, going for the heals. And, oh, hey. I got them all. Above.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Don't you come back here no more. Anyway, so yes. Not much for defenses so far. Should probably pick up some magic defense soon. But, you know, I felt pretty good getting the Asclepius in. I wanted to have that extra healing. Because, again, in Assault, you know, there's so much healing going on for your team that a little extra is not a bad thing here. So, oh, now I'm like, oh Lord, it's just me. Oh, alright, Dan's back here too? Okay, but, well, I'm fighting back here. I'm not fighting up there. I'm like, Dan, yeah, they're all on the other side of that corner. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, little man. You know, but Dad was trying to warn you, but it was just a little too late. But it ain't over yet. The fat lady ain't singing just yet. So I'm like, ooh, I need to meditate, so let's at least get some extra healing there on Snoopy Dog there as Bologna. He gets most of the team pushed off. Let's try to put some pressure in on Nox. She's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to go ahead and back out. Now, where quite is everybody? I'm like, I just need to... Oops, she is coming back around this side. I need to be careful because I'm low health. But I got some healing here I can suck up. I'm like, oh, come on. Like, oh, it was just a little... I should have popped that ult earlier there. That was my bad. I let a teammate die there. Completely my bad. So, again... Using the walls here to kind of block the corpses of Alpush's ult allows me to, get silenced out of that ability, and that's gonna hurt. That was good play there by Nox. So we'll just go ahead and throw the healing circle up here on the backside and soak it up. Gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Hit that, get those potions kicking, make sure I'm as full health and mana as I can be. And alright. They may have had a good push up there, but we were able to kind of pull this back together a little bit. And kind of, you know, hey, they didn't do that much damage to the Titan. We're doing okay. So again, I want to just kind of get the heal out here. Don't want my team to get too aggressive because again, we are on the losing side of things. Don't have the defenses. Get the Hades there with the stun, but nobody's able to follow it up. So I'm going to just kind of fall back here because I knew that Amaterasu was looking to come in and she's been initiating well with her ult here so far. But again, we'll try to get some separation between her and her team, and that's going to put her in a bad spot because her team didn't follow up and she over-aggressed. That was a good job on my team with putting some pressure on their team to keep them apart. As Thanatos comes in, he gets the kill, but we're going to make him pay for it. It's a trade. Not much you can do. I mean, you can try to dodge those dives as best you can, but in the end, if your teammate can't dodge them and you can't heal them out of the threshold, the next best thing to do is make it a trade. Take them down, punish them for doing it. Alright, so here I'm just kind of, again, looking at that, you know, using my ability on the minions, see how that works, but they kind of all died before it went off, so didn't really get to see how well that fit in with the group of them there. Alright, so Alpush uses his ult to try to help preserve his tower a little bit. Our Hachiman, again, using the rune stone there of my heal circle as a blocker for the corpses. Good play on his part there. Looks like he did pretty well with staying behind that to dodge out of them while soaking up the healing and getting some extra shots in there on the tower. So I go ahead and use a sprint here to try to give my team some opportunities. I just want to kind of dash out of this, but things aren't going well for that. I ended up not dashing at all. I think I ended up getting silenced out of that, but alright. We're on full-on retreat mode here. Let's go ahead and get out of dodge. Fall back here, see if we can't get back and protect our Phoenix. And yeah, sorry, Crocian. Not much we could do there, but whoa, there's a nice stun on several of them. That'll buy us a couple seconds of time. Get that healing circle out here on the backside. Give Hachiman some time to at least kind of get away. I thought Alpush was going to come in through there, and that's why I kind of dashed through it. In hindsight, obviously, not quite the right play. Should have just let that continue to heal us up there in the end. So there's our Phoenix gone again. Now I'm thinking, you know, what can we do? Let's just get the healing circle out here. Try to give Hachi something. This ain't gonna go well. I got the Hades. I got a case of the Hades on me. I got a case of the Alpush. We got one thing down. Ooh, let's get away from that. Get away from the ult. Get away from the silence. Get away from the dash. Just get away from it all. Why don't we? Oh no, now we're under the threshold. But let's stay in that heal circle. Sorry, Than, I'm not going to be quite low enough for you, but I know you're coming. Let's get that 2 out, see if we can't get the stun in. Not quite, not quite. Had the right idea, just didn't have the right execution. Meanwhile, our Titan's still kicking at half health. And they're down 3 guys, and we're only down 1 and pushing back out. So this match ain't over yet. The fat lady keeps warming up, but we keep pulling her off the stage. It ain't time yet. Not yet. I still think we got a chance here. You know, I'm kind of finding a little bit of a groove with Terra. Still got a long ways to go. I get it. Uh, you know, hey, would love to hear feedback on this character, because it is a god that has interested me, but I don't know, I just didn't know if it was quite the way I wanted to play a god, and kind of, you know, decided just to avoid her overall because of that. I did use the ult there because of the Hades ult, so I'm just not 100% sure of when the best time is for that. And so forth here. I did decide to take some tower hits. I did have the physical defense up and so forth, so I was okay with that. Even though we got minions in, it just helps keep our minions alive a little bit longer to help us get the push on here towards their Phoenix. I am in trouble. I've got the sprints, and Nox is still able to catch me, lock me down, and that's going to be the end of me. But that's going to allow us to go back and spend 3k gold. So let's see, what do we do? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and buy a Spirit Road. A lot of crowd control on the other side, and getting that extra damage mitigation at those times I think would be a highly good thing, because hey, part of you know, using crowd control is that's when you want to attack people, when they're crowd controlled. So I'll go ahead and take the extra mitigation there. Then I decided, you know, I think I'm going to go ahead and buy in here, probably to shield a regrowth. Not sure per se which I might go with there. I could go any one of the 4 with that. And our team wanted to surrender. When a random started it, I guess, and then, you know, a couple of our guys said, well, you know, we'll hit yes for him. I'm like, I don't know that I heard the fat lady yet. I feel like we can push this out again. You know, I think we've done it twice now. Maybe third time's a charm. We get them pushed out one more time here, and then we can take it back and win. There goes the Amaterasu. And, oh, there's the Hades coming in. I'm just not going to get the damage in on time with everybody else to finish him off before he can ult down our Titan. Well, wasn't the best game I put on film, but hey, first time playing a god. I don't expect to be awesome, but I thought I did some good things there. Definitely have a lot to learn, and looking forward to playing her some more here. So there's your final statistics. Dan had a pretty nice game with 12 kills there. There's your final stats. So in the end, I wasn't doing much for damage. I was mainly going for crowd control and healing, and had a decent chunk there at 8,672. 72, one of my favorite numbers there, so I appreciate that. Always nice to see that number. It's good, to me, it's kind of like one of those life road signs. When I see 72, something in me says, hey, pay attention to that. So, Terra, we'll try you again here sometime soon. Overall, though, hey, let me know, how do you play Terra? What are your tips and tricks to her? You know, what are your builds for, you know, non-assault wise? Obviously, I would love to hear that, and so forth here. And you know, what are the good combos? You know, how do I play her offensively? I mean, I kind of seen a little bit of that. You know, I was trying to kind of weave in some of that. I really like her zoning ability, because, you know, that's a big circle, and when it turns into damage, people just try not to walk into it. So it's a great way to zone people out of things, and or get some separation between your enemies to get somebody off to the side and allow your team to, you know, overwhelm them quickly before the rest of their team gets over to help. So, hey, any tips are appreciated in the comments down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications too. Hey, stop by Wednesday nights and check me out on my Twitch stream. I'm also going to be working on getting some more other nights in. Maybe not as scheduled, maybe a little bit more random for right now, but working towards getting life under control, so I can start coming up with either a weekly or bi-weekly schedule outside of the every Wednesday night here for y'all. Last tip of the day, you know what it is. When it comes to dirt naps, remember, you got to give them before you take them. Peace out, folks.